again. It's Miss Stephanie from the Rotterdam and Quaker Street branches, and I'm here to show you our latest teen grab-and-go kit. It's been about 2 months since our last grab-and-go kit, so if you haven't gotten one yet, they were available on Monday of this week at the Central Library, the Quaker Street branch, and the Rotterdam branch. And if you didn't get a bag, there's probably going to be bags that are available at your branches. So call one of those 3 branches and see if you can get one of those bags. If not, honestly, you can do the project without this bag, but I'm going to show you all of the contents in the bag today and how to make it with those contents. But I'm sure that you also have these things at home, most of them at least. Maybe not some pom-poms, I don't know. It depends how crafty your family is. So we're making these robots for Valentine's Day. I know it's that pesky holiday on February 14th. Some people hate it, some people love it. I have mixed feelings about it, but we celebrate it all the same, and I figured we'd make something that is not very romantic and very neutral and just, you know, fun and interesting to do. So just with a Valentine's Day spin on it, you know? So this isn't really too hard to do. It's really just the engineering of it all, trying to balance the cardboard and the cardstock and trying to get it to stand and all that stuff. But other than that, it's really not that hard. And it's probably, the video is gonna take like 5 minutes, I'm sure. And I'm also gonna show you some books that I've been reading as well. So I'm gonna get started, show you all the contents in the bag first, and then I'm gonna show you how it's done. So this is a moment where I wanted to take time to remind you of a program we're having at the end of February during winter break. And I also wanted to show you 2 book recommendations that I either have been revisiting or I read recently. So my first announcement is the program. So we're gonna have our first in-person anime club at the McChesney Room in the Central Library. I'm super excited about it. We are gonna be making no-face rock painted faces. We're going to be making shrinky-dink keychains with anime characters. I'm gonna have all of them, and I'll show you how to make a shrinky-dink. You might not know what that is. Come to find out what it is, because it's pretty cool to see how you can, draw something super big and then you put it in a toaster oven and then it shrinks and makes it super small, and it's like perfect for keychain size. So, and I'm gonna have my Pokemon Go game out if anyone wants to battle, anyone wants to trade, add friends, whatever. So I'll be there for that too. It's gonna be really cool. It's February 24th at the Central Library, 3 o'clock. And it's during winter break. We've been doing Anime Club virtually for about 1.5 years now, and it's been going really well. We've done a lot of food tastings, bubble tea, ramen noodles, and so I'm really excited to bring it in person. So I hope to see you then. So my other announcement I wanted to make, or my other anecdote, if you will, is the 2 books that I wanted to recommend. So one of them I just read recently. The book is still at my house, so I don't have it to share with you today, but it's called White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. And holy cannoli, it was awesome. It's like one of the best books I've read in a really long time. So it's about this girl, Marigold. She is moving to a Midwestern town with her mom and a man that the mom's with and a stepsister, so the guy's daughter. It's a mixed race family, so they're of color, they're also Caucasian, so there's also some societal issues going on in that, in the dialogue a lot. So that I find that very interesting. And they moved to this town. It's supposed to be a rundown town where, not a lot of houses are really nice, and like there's like boarded up windows, and things are abandoned, and the crime is really high, and like, it's just not a very good area, but they're trying to revitalize it, or as they call it, gentrify it, the area. So they're offering these houses for free in the Midwest if artists come to work and show their work in the town. So it also creates, some sort of revitalization of art and, entertainment in the area. So the two parents are like, yeah, we're gonna have this sweet deal and have a new house, and not have to pay any rent or any mortgage or anything like that. And then they move there. It's very weird because they're from California, so the Midwest is like way different. And things get a little creepy in the house, and they feel like they start seeing people. They start hearing things that they shouldn't be seeing or hearing. And it gets kind of scary at some points. It's definitely a psychological thriller / horror, and I really enjoyed it. And it's also talking about some mental health issues, because Marigold suffers from obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety, even depression, I think a little bit. And boy, can I relate to that, and I think all of us can, right? So, yeah, White Smoke, Tiffany D. Jackson, totally awesome. And my other book that I was gonna recommend, I actually have it right here, and I read it a long time ago, but I just saw it on the shelf again, and I'm like, that was a really good book. Also, Jason Reynolds has a new book coming out, or I think it came out already, and so I just was thinking about it. I almost said a new album. Not a new album, a new book. So this book by Jason Reynolds, who's one of my favorite young adult authors, really anything you read by him, you're gonna have a good story and a really, intriguing dialogue too. Like, he writes really cool and really poetic, in my opinion. So this is called The Boy in the Black Suit, and it's about a boy whose parent dies. Yeah, it's his mom. Like, is it the mom or the dad? It's his mom, and he goes to this funeral, and it's at a funeral home, and he is really grieving, the loss of his mom and all that stuff, and having a hard time. And the funeral director says, hey, you want a job here? Out of the blue, and thinks that maybe it could be good for him during his grieving process. So he starts working at this funeral home, and he, kind of tries to cope with the fact that, his mom isn't there anymore. And it's a lot of deep conversations, but also getting to know yourself, and he gets to know himself. And it's a really good novel, and I think that, a lot of people should read it who are struggling with grief, especially. So, yeah, Boy in the Black Suit. That's my second choice. I am all set for today, and I hope that you enjoyed making my robot today with me. And I'll see you for the next Grab and Go kit, which is either going to be March or April. I'm not exactly sure yet, because to be honest, these robots really gave me a run for my money. And yeah, the stress is real over arts and crafts. Who knew? So I will see you later. And I hope that you have a nice February. Bye.